Before I start this video, I gotta make an announcement. I don't think I'm gonna be recording these videos in cinematic mode anymore, man, because that shit took me so long to process. And then when I was uploading it on YouTube, yo, one of them videos, man, you're not gonna believe, took all night to upload. Am I doing something wrong? Can you guys let me know? Because I like the way it looks, but if it's gonna take like all night, I am not doing that. I'm trying to push out my content faster. So until I figure out what the problem is, or if there's a better way I can fix it, I'm gonna be posting my videos in this mode right here. Still 4K, but I like the cinematic mode, you know, look good, whatever, but I'm not waiting all night to fucking upload a video, man. Let's get into this video.
So I'm 31. Actually, I'm 30. I'm going to be 31 in 2 weeks, but almost there anyways.
You are 31.
And I'm still single. I've never been married, no kids. And
I'm very proud of you.
And I do want all of those things, but I feel like it's not talked about enough. Kind of like the weird period when you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and pretty much everyone you know is married with kids, and they're pretty much like settled in life, or so it seems, and you just feel like you are completely at a different stage. And it's like you want those things, but I don't
think she wanted that bad. I'm just saying, yo, you know what I mean? Because if she did want it that bad, she would have had him already.
I don't want to settle, and I don't want to just find the first person that's like willing to get married and have kids just to say that I did that. I'm wanting to wait and, you know, wait for the person that can give me what I need and what.
How long you gonna be waiting for though, man? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you started like dating in your 16s, right? High school sweetheart, and then, you know, I'm assuming if you went to college, if not, you know, that age, I'm sure you were dating other men, and then all your 20s went by. Now you 30, and you saying that I'm still waiting for the guy who gonna give me what I want, bitch.
I deserve, because I know that I bring a lot to the table, and I'm expecting that from someone else as well. But no one talks about this like weird in-between time where you're content with your life and you're happy and you find joy in yourself and in your life and you feel fulfilled, but at the same time it's like you're longing for that.
I want to just get something off my chest real quick, okay? Don't you think that she looks like the Mojo Jojo, whatever his name was, the villain in Powerpuff Girls?
Partnership and the family. And
now that I said it, I can't unsee it. You know, I've been thinking about that shit the whole fucking video since I started, but I was keeping it in, but it's not going away, so I gotta let it out
for that life. And it's just such a weird thing, and it's such a weird time in my life where like some days I'm super happy and content, and like I'm fine if I'm single for the rest of my life, and I'm fine if I don't have kids. But then other times I think about it and it's like I'm gonna be 31 in 2 weeks, and the biological clock is a real thing, and just not knowing if like that's in the cards for me is kind of a weird place to be at. And I know that it's all in God's hands, it's all in God's timing, and there's just things that we cannot control in life. But I feel like it's just not talked about enough for, you know, the people that are kind of in my situation. So yeah, if anyone else is feeling like this, let me know.
Listen, man, I feel like these ladies, you know, women, girls, they wait like all their like early 20s, and then as soon they start to hit like the mark of like 30 plus, then they start to panic.
So I posted a video last night, not expecting for it to go viral overnight, and
so since, you know, the video went viral, she had to come back with a second video with all the makeup on. Oh, people are watching me.
Let me tell you, the video went to the complete wrong audience from what I was expecting. I posted a little video about just being 30, 31, still single, and not having kids yet, but still wanting those things. And let me tell you, the uproar of men in the comments that are so incredibly triggered and upset by the thought of a 31-year-old woman that is still single and doesn't have kids but still is planning for those things one day is absolutely insane. And it just goes to show how many negative connotations with a 30-something-year-old woman still being single and independent and self-sufficient and living their life but still wanting to be a mother and a wife one day. It's absolutely
one day. It should be now.
absolutely insane. And the thought that a 30-year-old is pretty much on their deathbed is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yo, some of you people are savages in the comment section, man.
Because if you've been an OG follower, you know that I lost 100 pounds in my 20s. I completely transformed my life, completely changed everything.
And you still didn't find a man. That's crazy.
And now at 31, I feel better. I feel more energetic. I feel younger. I feel stronger, more
Tell that to your eggs.
confident, all of the things than I did 10, 12 years ago. I feel better now at 31 than I did at 19, 20 because I'm taking such good care of myself. And it just goes to show that when you are taking care of yourself, age is truly just a number. And 30
Tell that to your eggs.
was my best year so far. It was my favorite year. I feel the best that I've ever felt in my life, and I'm so excited for my 30s. I have so much in store for this decade.
You still ain't found a man though.
And I saw some comments like, oh, just wait till your 40s, wait till your 50s. I cannot wait for my 40s. I'm so excited for that decade because I know that it's just going to keep getting...
You ain't gonna be able to have no kids after 40. I mean, some people can still do it, but it's like rolling a dice every day.
better and better. I view aging as a privilege and an honor that so many people don't get the opportunity to experience. It kind of...
You know what the old saying is? Don't come at me for this. It's a saying that men age like fine wine and women age like milk. I don't know who said it. I heard it somewhere. I don't know. I'm sure you heard it too. And if you ain't heard it yet, you heard it right here. I didn't say it, okay? So don't come at me for it, but...
Speaking to myself and you guys as well, if you're in your 30s, if you know, in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, and beyond, and you're single but still longing for, you know, finding that person or having a family one day, just...
Man, you're 40.
Just know that your life is not over at 30. There's so much in store. You're so young. You have so many years ahead of you. Your life
Is not over, but yo, every decade of life should have a different fucking chapter. That's what life is about. You can't be in the same fucking chapter that you're supposed to be in your 20s, in your teens, when you're 40.
also isn't over at 40 or 50. You have so much to look forward to. Also advancement in modern medicine and fertility treatments where women are able to have kids at a lot.
But you know how much those things cost? Financially, you might be able to afford it, but some of them things cost like 30 grand plus, man. Who got that type of money these days? Yo, not majority of the people that I know. I mean, do you know people who got like 30K to spend on? Why go through all this when you can just have babies early, get married early? You know, give that guy a chance who been trying to, you know, holler at you, but he might not be your type 100%. Maybe get to know him a little bit. Don't need to rush into anything, but yo, maybe he will become your type. You don't know.
Older age than before. And there's also so many other options for creating a family that you can do. There's adoption, there's fostering, there's so many different things that you can consider. So just know that your life is not over in your 30s. And if you're reading the comments on my last video, just don't listen to that negativity. I don't at all because I know that it's not true. And God has a plan for you. God has a plan for everyone. And just live your life.
Man, you know, I hate when people fucking blame everything on God. God got a plan for me. No, bro, you gotta plan your own shit. God busy with other things, okay? Men, they didn't want you in your 20s. You think they're gonna want you in your 30s? No matter how good you feel from inside, there's a problem and you're talking about it, obviously, right? So, listen, ladies, don't listen to these type of women, man. Get you a good man in your 20s. Hold it down. Be a good woman, a good wife. If he wakes you up at 3 in the morning because he's hungry, make him something. Don't be like, I'm not doing this shit. No, it don't matter what time it is, yo. If I wake my girl up any minute, anytime, she gonna go in the kitchen and make me something. Yeah. I don't do that, but I'm saying I know that my girl is gonna, without complaining or nothing, she gonna fucking hand me the plate and then go back to sleep. Not saying that I'm up 3 in the morning. I'm not. You know what I mean? But if I was, when you know they could count on people. Yeah. So using that as an example, because food for men is one of the biggest thing in a relationship. You keep that man fed, you keep his balls empty. You give him peace, no arguments and shit. Keep the drama away, and watch this man like thrive in a relationship, and he will do everything in his position if he's a good man. So yeah, man, find you a good man and make it happen. Have a bunch of kids, and then your next step should be how you gonna make those kids' life better. Once you have kids, you're not even like thinking about only yourself. You're thinking about making sure the future for the kids is, because if you were struggling growing up, you don't want your kids to go through that. But yeah, man, that's my take on this shit, man. Get your man in your 20s, hold it down, have kids, get married. Peace.